they want? Okay, let's see who they want. Let's see who they want.
It's time to see who they want. I'ma kick back and roll me a blunt with the culture. We know it's trending, it's over. I can't respect your feelings. I touch your shoulder, fuck your feelings. We the culture, we know who they want. Who they want, we know who they want. Who they want.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the music lovers and content creators around the world, it's time to tune in to gee, Cal, I don't know how should I address this one. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know. If I say it, I say it. Uh, Wait, fuck it. I am who they want. Y'all already know what time it is. It's live with DJ Steady and company. And I'm here with the livest man in the crew, Mr. Kyle E., the prodigy son of many great DJs, lover of MF Doom, anime, and so forth. My man is here, still being able,
What's up? What's up?
because, yeah, you dig? It's gonna be a great show. It's been a minute. This is the crown jewel of what we do here in this podcast land on the future coming soon. Who They Want Entertainment Network. So we still gonna give them who they want energy anyway. And
Yep.
it's been a minute. We made it through Lovers Lane Day. We've made it through the weekend. How we feeling? What we feeling? Where the energy is at? I feel like we need to bring things back to reality.
Right? Yeah. How you been? How you been, bro? What's new with you?
Man. Steady been good. Like, I guess I'm gonna go public for a minute. I know y'all sitting over there like, man, I thought we was tuning in to who they want. What happened? What's going on? But I'm working out some kinks. Ain't gonna go into some details. Who they want brand is still me. I'm still that guy. But had to take a little different approach to reach the masses. And we got a quick little comment, love, from Miss Nunu. She's saying good evening to everyone, and she says, "Hi, Kyle."
What's going
She
on?
you're
What's
number
going
one.
on?
Your number one fan is in the comment section, showing love and support. Y'all know y'all see her live with me on Friday if y'all tuned in to our Valentine segment, and that's live with DJ Steady. We was doing our thing. You've been doing some great promos for your return for A for Able. So how does it feel for you to be bringing yours back for a whole new
Bro,
season?
it feels great because we have two great guests, two great topics. I got, two episodes coming down the pipeline. Not all at the same time though. I'm gonna do one by one. But big ups to you and big ups to Troy D for for coming through and telling your stories. You know, for those who don't know, real quick, A for Abled is talking about individuals with differences / disabilities and also mental health. I've been doing it for about since late 2019, and then I stopped for a while and just focused on editing podcasts for other people. And then someone told me I got to bring it back. So now I'm holding myself accountable to that. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Steady for being the first guest of the new season. Big ups to Troy D. Big ups to everybody who's been supporting it so far. And shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to everybody, my family. And new episodes coming out on YouTube and Spotify and everywhere else on February 25th.
All right, can't wait to see what you're doing with that. Shout out to that man Jay Tatted in the comments through Facebook, social media. I see you out
Oh,
there,
what
my
up, Jay?
brother. You dig? You know what I'm saying? One of the legendary mantles of the Misfits crew. So what we
Yep.
got, man? We chopped it up in a minute. What we going through? What we talking about? I know SNL just dropped their big 50th celebration. Had a lot going on with that.
Bro, I'm about to watch that documentary. They dropped a 50th anniversary documentary talking about the history of it, and also I think the movie of that was centered around the first ever episode of SNL. I think that's out. I'm not 100% sure. No one come for me, please. But yeah, I definitely gotta check that out. Honestly, I did not watch a lot of SNL growing up. I was more of an all that guy. You know what I'm saying? Which was basically the kid version of SNL, but it's all good. I'm all for great comedy, history, all that all that great stuff. So I gotta watch that documentary.
Exactly. My bro is definitely going to make sure he checks out documentaries relating to all these events. I feel like documentaries these days, it's like too many for me to just single out one. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great content. So when something catches me, it has to really pop for me to like dive into a documentary, right off the
Hmm.
bat. One of the ones recently I think I want to dive into was the Luther Vandross one. I heard that one, had a lot
Oh,
to go
nice.
on, discussing a lot of good.
And the Sly
Exactly.
Stone one just dropped on Hulu.
Okay, see what I'm saying? So a lot of great music artists, a lot of great documentaries for us to dive into
Yep.
and dissect. I'm loving the energy.
A lot of great history. Plus, it's still Black History Month, but Black History Month is history. Period. So no matter what,
Say that again for the minute back that didn't hear it, in
Black
case y'all
history is
missed it.
history.
Black History Month.
Black history is history. It should be taught everywhere, no matter what month. You know what I'm saying? But but honestly, all this great stuff happening around Black History Month, despite all the stuff that I'm not gonna get into right now. But at the same time, big ups to the ones that made it possible, including all of us, because we're making history every day. You know, so everybody out
That's
there, if you feel like you're not living your purpose yet, trust me, it'll happen. It'll happen, no matter what. Every day that you wake up, that's history. You know, that's how I look at it now.
indeed.
But yeah, just big ups to everybody. Big ups Black History Month. Big ups to all these great documentaries. And honestly, bro, just continue to be Mr. Who They Want, no matter what. That's all I got to say. That's all I'm saying. No matter
I
what.
love it. I love it. Right. Speaking of doing big things, as far as being black in America, doing big things, shout out to Anthony
But
Mackie. Captain America, Brave New World was
you
opening
saw it, right?
weekend, hitting. Yes, I did. Hitting the global scale of 192 million. You did. Big ups to
So
that.
what did you
And
what did you think of it?
if I had to give my thoughts was it was a great movie. I felt like it was a great movie as a fan of, the MCU, and understanding, his dynamic, transferring the mantle of Captain America and him, going from Falcon now to Captain America by itself was very, very interesting. But with this movie, and I'm gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible, I feel like it was too many movies, too many Marvel movies wrapped into one movie,
Mm,
and a lot of subplots
mm,
tucked away from his moment to really get the roar that he wanted.
mm, mm,
It's like it predates back to 2008's Incredible Hulk. There's a lot of that tied into it. There's a little bit of Black Widow, that espionage type stuff tied into it. um, there was so much stuff just tied into this movie that, it just lackluster. It was like it was there. It was I feel like, with all the all-star cast and everything that went with it, I feel like if it wasn't for the spoiler of, Harrison Ford being Red Hulk kind of giving away, I feel like people really probably would have had a
man.
different take on it. But I'm not here to judge.
Mm. And I feel like when they announced the Red Hulk, when the teaser trailer first dropped, I'm like, you could have saved that for the movie. You
Could
could
have
have
just
saved
saved
that
that.
for the
Had that
movie.
not
Don't
already
come
revealed.
on. That was a huge reveal
Yeah.
in the teaser trailer,
And
and they just kept going.
absolutely, brother. kept going with it. Shout out to Laura D. I know everybody like, where's Laura D? She's supposed to be on the Artistry Tuesday. Laura, it's my fault. I'm gonna take full blame for why you ain't up here on set because I know you already affiliated with the web show tonight, and I ain't want that.
You didn't want her
Much
pulling
love to
double
my
duty
brother
tonight.
though. I didn't. Gonna be on here for 30 minutes and then respectfully.
Yeah, big up.
God damn it. We who they
Big
want
ups
over
to
here.
Brian B and the B, in the B line. Everybody, everybody over there. Yeah, but you didn't want her pulling double duty tonight. I see you. Okay.
Nah, she wouldn't go do that to us, man. So what else? What we got in the tank before we bring this honorable, patiently waiting guest in the forefront to give her the dopest interview that only we
I know
can give?
we talked a little bit about it, before the show, but I gotta ask you. But I gotta ask you again. If you had a chance to communicate with someone while sleeping, would you do it? Yes,
Yes, I absolutely
absolutely.
would want to communicate with somebody
Okay.
else.
Well, it
Yeah.
turns out you might be able to. Scientists in California have achieved a groundbreaking feat by enabling two-way communication between two people while they're both asleep and lucid dreaming. The experiment, um, conducted by REM space, involved experimenting on lucid dreams uh, while the brain activity was monitored in real time. Once the first participant entered a lucid dream, the system transmitted a word. I cannot pronounce that word in in a specific created language called Remalo. Remyo. Okay, sorry, Remyo. Through the earbuds, the dreamer heard and repeated the word, which was recorded and sent back to the system. Later, the second participant received the same word in her dream and repeated it, confirming that first successful dream-to-dream communication upon waking. Communicating through brain waves,
Interesting.
literally.
Literally. Oh, rest in peace, the Juice World, right? We still gonna have these. Who gonna have some lucid dreams
So,
now? Like we're gonna bring them.
so I ask you again, and anybody here watching, if you had the opportunity to communicate with someone via brain waves and lucid dreaming, would you do it?
Imagine being in a relationship and somebody decided to break up through
Oh
lucid dreaming.
no,
That
no.
would be like that
Oh
would be
my
the worst
God, man.
sleep ever at
No.
that point. Then you gotta wake up to confirm whether that was right. Like now you gotta come between the lucidness of the dream and the reality of the world. And me being already a Pisces, 70% of my brain is already in fantasy world. So for me, it's gonna be definitely a dangerous tool for me to have.
But when you lucid dream, that means you're aware that you're in a dream, right? So if
Right.
that were to if that were to happen and you could control what's going on, but you can't control what they're doing, you can only control what you're doing. That man, like waking up to that news, sheesh. Uh-uh. I would not want that at all. Mm-mm. Oh God, no. I
Absolutely.
but I think it is. I think it is cool though. Like the idea that you could communicate, with someone via, just via brain waves. That's it. I mean, we've seen it in in like fantasy and science fiction. People that are psychically linked. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it in comics. I've seen it in cartoons.
Right.
Instead of having a phone or a earpiece or whatever, you're literally talking to each other, through your mind, and that is dope. Now, doing that while you were asleep, instead of someone breaking up with you, imagine literally having a dream date, right? Like,
Hmm.
imagine literally having a dream date. You see each other and on the brain wave, and you're like, hey, how about we travel to Paris tonight? And and then you're talking, you go through that whole thing together, and you remember the exact same dream. That would be dope.
One of our audiences members, shout out to Miss Kiki. She says, "What if you have a dream you don't want the others to see or hear?"
That's a good question. That's a good question.
And then you forgot to tell them, "Hey, take out your brain chip tonight. We don't need to be in sync for this dream tonight." And then they go into that dream. They enter that dream. Like this takes it to a whole new
Yeah,
level of dream world,
yeah.
right? And in that dream, they got to see exactly what their intuition probably already done. Like, right? Imagine still being a hoe in a dream and then get caught cheating in a dream and you forget to unconnect from that person in that dream.
Or what if,
All hell gonna break loose.
like, okay, so this is almost as messed up, but what if they're dreaming about a version of you that's not you, right? The version that they want or the version that they see, right? So they're in there having a date with them, and you got to watch yourself with your significant other, but it's a different version of yourself. Like, say you're like me, I'm skinny. Imagine if, in a dream state, I'm like 6 foot and like Diesel, you know? Like, my girlfriend always tells me she takes me as I am, but still, you know? I love her to death. But
Interesting
still.
perspective. Hey, it changes the playing field when you can alter yourself unsurgically in a dream.
Or like, who's a celebrity you've had dreams about?
Ooh.
Dead or alive?
Wow. Celebrities I've had a dream about dead or alive. I would probably say I've had. Damn, this is a tough one for me. Look at him. He's scared, ladies and gentlemen. He don't want to tell people lies who he didn't have some dreams about. I would probably say definitely Mariah Carey. I've had some Mariah Carey
Mariah
dreams,
Carey.
celebrity wise. She was like she was my first singing crush, man. I got to give it to the MC. And then I got mad when Nick married her and she had twins.
You wish that was you?
I'm not at liberty to answer that.
Oh man. Hey, I'll give you something else. And this came out months ago. In Japan, they figured out a way to record your dream.
Nah.
No? No?
Yeah, nah. The
No?
last thing I need
Absolutely
that on
no?
record.
That's a no?
That is a dangerous weapon. Like control. That is like some kind of way simultaneously a way low key to control the mind. Like I control your dreams. They get to play Freddy Krueger with your dreams for real.
Hey, what if
I'm
you win the
good.
lotto or something? And you just win a
And then they recorded it and they figure out exactly the steps. And then they find out some way to miraculously predict it. And it's like, oh snap, today's the day he's supposed to go to that particular store and scratch this ticket and win the lottery. And they done beat you to your own dream. Nah, they gonna weaponize it. That's what they do. They're gonna find a way to weaponize our dreams and use them against us.
Technology is neither good nor bad. It's just how it's used.
Eh, right.
Okay, so no recording dreams for steady. No, like lucid dream communication, yes, but no recording of that lucid dream communication. Gotcha.
Miss Nunu says she would love to have her dreams recorded because sometimes she can't remember her dreams.
That's a common
Interesting.
thing. Yeah, like a lot of people don't remember their dreams. Like you have multiple dreams at once usually, right? But me, I'll remember like parts of my dreams later. They'll come to me in like flashes, right?
Mine come in like 3-part
Yep.
series.
I've had those too.
Like,
I've had those too. With to be continued, to be continued signs and everything.
yeah, and then there's those moments where I deal with. This is why I'm like insomniac because sometimes I just get random sporadic moments of sleep paralysis,
Oh, shoot.
and that kills going to sleep for me. The worst feeling in the world is to fall asleep and you trying to control yourself waking up and you can't control yourself waking up. It's the worst feeling. Sleep paralysis. I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
Oh my God.
But I battle
it, bro.
it. Yeah, terrifying, man. And then sometimes when I have them, I feel like there's something going on in my conscious, like in my conscious way that I gotta deal with. Some because I'm real heavy on the whole, being a spiritualist and
Mm.
being in tune with my energy and vibrations. So when I get, because I guess depending on how you look at it, sleep paralysis isn't looked at as a bad thing. It's supposed to be, that your brain being awake and you going into, I guess that I don't know, lucid world, or you step into that world like you come out of yourself or something.
Man, look,
But
you and I have had major surgeries in our lives, right? We've had to be forced asleep and then woken back up again. I don't want that feeling if I can avoid.
ever.
I don't want that feeling. You feel me? I do not want that feeling. Whether it be whether it be surgically or whether it be my own subconscious doing it to me, I do not want that feeling. No. I'd rather cuddle up with my girlfriend and just have a nice sleep. No paralysis, no nothing. If I gotta be just not moving, just let me be cuddled up in her arms. Can I do that? Thank you very much.
I love, I love it. Well, we got about 10 minutes before we bring our guest in. And I want to play a little game because I ain't gonna get the opportunity to really do it like I want to do it, right?
Mm.
So I figured you're a movie guy, you're a movie buff, kind of,
Kinda.
depending on the selection.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like maybe you can wing it. But I just want to put this out there because I ain't gonna get a chance to say it. Like I want to do like a top 10 of actors and actresses that you don't trust in real life based on the movie role.
That. Oh. Okay.
So we try to do this before we bring the guest on and see if we can kind of, bring it up a little notch. So you want to go first? Or you want me to go ahead and go first? Because I got my list already ready.
Based like who I don't trust based on a movie role.
On the movie role, like what actor or actress you done seen in a movie or something, and you be like, you know what? In real life, I don't think I can really trust that person. Like,
Donald
I don't
Glover.
think they can watch
Donald
my
Glover.
kids or something like that.
Donald
Type of
Glover.
energy.
Donald Glover.
That's your number 10. You said Donald Glover?
No.
Childish Gambino, Donald Glover?
No. What you call it? He played Mr. in Color Purple.
Oh, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
That's your number.
Now really he's my number one. Okay? It's because of him that it takes me a long time to watch that movie again. He played that too well.
I love it, man. Yo, my number 10 gonna go to Terrence Howard. And when he played Cowboy in Dead Presidents. Like, and already being a part of the light skinned tribe, like I felt like he just made us look like we were just genuinely evil.
And next one in no particular order, Samuel L. Jackson in Django Unchained.
Nice one. Right?
Samuel L. Jackson in Django Unchained playing the role of the look. Just sit down. We living good. They're out here like look. He feels like he's got the good life because he's in the house. You know, and he doesn't want anything to change. Like, and he's willing to kill. No, no, I don't trust you. I don't trust you, bro.
I love it. So my next one's gonna go rest in peace, to Clarence Williams III, Mr. Sims, Tales from the Hood.
That whole movie could go. It scared me to death. Well, it scared me to death. That one scene with the dolls coming out the pan. No,
The most horrific segment definitely had to be that one.
no,
Especially as a little kid watching that who owned action figures and stuff like that, and you watch something as horrifying as that as a kid. Because then it made me paranoid to even go to sleep after watching that. Because you thinking like, I'm one of them ones. I feel like whatever I watched on TV, if it's horror related, it's gonna come directly at me. Nobody else in the house. It's a house full of people, and I'm like, once I get ready to go in my room and cut off that light, that's it for me.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't watch horror films. I have too much of an active imagination. That's why I don't watch horror films regularly, or if at all. Like you really like you really got to convince me to watch the film in order for me to actually watch it. It's not gonna happen.
Indeed.
Another one for me, and I know that she's a sweetheart in real life. May she rest in peace. But she played the witch in Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West. I am once again scared the crap out of me as a kid. Uh, scared the crap out of me as a kid. Fun fact: she was in an episode of Sesame Street back in the '70s that got banned for years. They they they
You
they
know
had
how
her
toxic
play the
gotta be.
witch. They had her play the witch, right? They had her play the witch in an episode of Sesame Street where she's flying over Sesame Street and she ends up losing her broom, right? So she ends up losing her broom. One of the residents will not give it back to her because she's being mean, right? And she tries to do whatever she can to get her broom back the whole episode. Apparently, it scared the kids at the time so much that the parents had a letter writing campaign to get that episode off the air, and they never played it again up until most recent, I think 2023. They brought it back.
Wow, that's that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was definitely spooky.
yeah.
She definitely. Damn. All right. So my next choice gonna be Hawthorne James. Y'all know Hawthorne James, man. He's an incredible actor. But when he played Big Red Davis in the Five Heartbeats,
Uh,
when my man said
uh,
my office hours are from 9 to 5, he meant that.
man. Ooh. Oh, I know. I know. Uh, you've seen Misery, right?
Ah, yeah, yeah. Who you
Yeah,
picking? You picking my girl already.
yeah. No, I like her and every other thing that she's in, but man,
Kathy Bates in Misery. Yeah,
Kathy
she
Bates,
owns
big
that.
ups Kathy Bates, one of the goats. But mm, man, there is a fan, and then she was a stan before a stan was a phrase, right? Just just obsessed, completely mentally not there, and just all over an ending of a book. Are you kidding me?
For real.
Ish.
Make me paranoid, right? 'Cause
Mm.
for us in our position, you'd be wondering, like, imagine getting into a relationship like that and you wake up and your ankles are snapped and you up there, strapped to a medical bed. Like, that ain't gonna feel good. Like, it's over
No,
enough.
how you gonna expect somebody to work and they can't even and you just broke their bones?
Indeed. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna have to put a
Mm.
pause on it because I ain't trying to go too far. I opened Pandora's box way too early than I was supposed to, knowing we got a fantastic guest. But we gotta do what we do here. This is live with DJ Steady and Company, a Who They Want exclusive.
Yep.
So we gotta go and take this quick commercial break and bring our guest on. And we'll be back in 60 to 30 seconds. Let's do it. It's DJ Steady. Are you ready? Of Who They Want. Reloaded. And I'm here to tell you to go get your event hosted by Eventfully Yours by Sean. It's your vision, your style, your event. For more info, bookings, or any inquiries, then email her at Sean at eventfullyyourssean.com. That's email her at Sean at eventfullyyourssean.com. Tell them who they want. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna put a pin on the top 10 and we'll revisit that again. You see how I did that? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is Artistry Tuesday, where we chop it up with some of the realest artists that you ever could meet in the independent arena. You know what I'm saying? Working their way up to the big leagues. And tonight we got one of the coldest sisters to ever grace that pen. You know what I'm saying? When you think of St. Louis, right? When you think of St. Louis and a music stream, I know a lot of us we immediately go for Nelly, the St. Lunatics, we go for Chingy, those type of things. But nobody ever mentions, the greats like Josephine Baker, or maybe, Fontella Bass. Nobody even mentioned Chuck Berry. I mean, they mention them, but I'm just saying that's after the fact of, once you reach a certain you in a certain genre period, then those people don't get mentioned. You got greats like Donny Hathaway, and the list can go on and on. But there's only one Silencer. You did what I'm saying? The lyrical assassin doing her thing, holding her city down, for the 99 and the 2000s in her own way, doing it big for St. Louis. And she here to hang out with DJ Steady and company. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to turn up until guy he get back. You dig? Let's go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on? How you doing, DJ Steady?
I'm doing lovely, my dear. How are you, darling?
Oh, and I am loving that title, The Lyrical Assassin.
You feel me? Because you got to let people know when your name is Silence, like you come in the game with a silent approach, but I'm got the biggest voice. So you got to let the people know that you're a threat to be reckoned with.
Hi, Kyle. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. I was just giving props on my name, The Lyrical Assassin. I'm feeling
Well,
it.
he's right. You do have an interesting name, so it's I gotta so it's only fitting, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
But I gotta ask you, where'd you get the name? Where'd you get the name?
Okay, well, I don't have an elaborate backstory. It's just, to me, it's simple because it's always stuck with me since high school. It's been like a code name. I can't tell you what it was used for, but it was like a code name, that just always stuck with me. And it just resonates with my personality because I'm not shouting from the rooftop. I don't really toot my own horn, but I'm there. You better believe I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching, I'm observing, I see what's going on. I might not, let you know everything, but just know moving in silence.
Hey, I mean, you know what? In today's age of social media and everything, that's kind of hard to do. You know.
Mm. I mean, I consider myself to be kind of laid back most of the time. Depending on the situation.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
when you're around when more than people think. Like you don't have to constantly be in the front. You just lay in the cut and then wait your turn. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah. Patiently waiting to strike. No, I'm just kidding.
I know it. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. This is live.
Don't worry about it. We're live. We're live, man.
I
It's
know.
public now.
Oh, minute.
I dig it.
Yep. Well, thank
Right.
you. I appreciate you guys allowing me to be here and joining you all. I can't wait to see what y'all got cooked up.
Okay.
You never can tell with us.
Okay.
We get in this lab, baby. And we just make magic.
Okay.
You dig? So tell us what the St. Louis music scene is for you from your perspective. As I mentioned, all the greats before you, but you break in your own lane. So go and tell the people why you who they want in your lane.
Well, I mean, right now, hip hop is the highest selling genre in music right now. And the female artists are at the top of the list. So, it's just trying to be a part of that community, to bring awareness back to St. Louis, because St. Louis kind of gets a bad rep, in other cities. Yeah, from other cities, like the big name cities, they always look at St. Louis as like the stepchild, for lack of a better word. Yeah, so it's, for me, I want to try to incorporate more of a more positive approach, you know, especially for females, you know what I mean, to try to just, you know, keep our head up, keep going. You know, I know it's a male dominant world, but you know, St. Louis has a lot of talent, you know what I mean, and a lot of because when I realized when I first moved here in St. Louis in 2000, you know, I noticed there was a lot of businesses, you know, business owners and, you know, people doing their own thing and entrepreneurs. And right now, you know, it's a lot of more women that's, you know, that's up to the plate and taking those roles. So, you know, I'm silently moving my way through. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, I'm just trying to, hey, I tell everybody all the time, you know, I did not come from a musical background. You know, I did not as a baby have a dream that I will one day, you know, be on stage rapping, you know. It just really all stemmed from, excuse me, the talent and skill that I do have, which is creative writing. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, that's what got me in the position to where I am now, I believe, because I've always had a passion for creative writing. And I mean, I could write anything, you know what I mean? And to me, it made sense, you know? So it kind of just stuck with me to where now I can formulate it into music to where more people, a bigger audience, can understand it, you know? So
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to, you know, just trying.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Who would you say are some of your influences?
Ooh, it's a lot of them. I know everybody says because he is the truth. We can't fade the funk. Tupac, always and forever. Um, I listened to, like, whenever I came across music, I started off with like the rap, you know, the No Limit, um, the Eminems, the Ludacris, you know, and you know, then I branched off, you know, to R&B. And you know, when women were really, you know what I'm saying, starting to get noticed, like the Mary J. Blige and uh can you consider Mariah Carey is she R&B? She's
Yeah,
R&B.
yeah, she's R&B.
Wow, you gonna really do my girl MC like that?
Yeah, she's
What's that?
R&B. You
You gonna do MC like that?
He's a big Mariah
She
Carey.
Cause she in the lane of her own. That's why I'm like, I don't, you know.
She definitely is the diva of
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing. R&B.
You know, so I mean, I try to listen to, I'm not going to say just about anything, but you know, if it's something that grabs my attention and I feel like I can relate and it's a nice beat behind it, then you know, I'm messing with it. I'm messing with it.
What's an artist or genre that people would not expect you to listen to just by looking at you?
I don't know, because I don't know what you know, I don't what would you see?
You get in your car, you cut the radio on, and you pick a random station,
I like
and they
love
just look at you and
songs.
they be like,
Is that I like
okay.
love songs. You know, I like old school, you know, back in the day, that smooth, you know, where the men, you know, serenading the women and, you know, being intentional about how they feel. So yeah, I would say love songs. I'm always down to listen to a love song and ooh.
I feel like our sister, the Duchess, would love that answer. Like if she was here right now, she'd probably love that answer, and then ask you to list people.
Without a
Oh, man. But no, because she would do that. She would do that to guests all the time, especially since like out of the three hosts, she was the oldest. So she kind of made it.
Mhm.
She kind of made it known by calling us babies in the middle of the interview. So
Oh wow.
so if anybody was like, like younger and they said, "Oh, I listen to, I listen to R&B or I listen to old school hip hop," her, like her range of old school is different versus ours. So she would jokingly ask,
Mm.
what do you? But anyway, no, shout out to her.
indeed.
But
The eras are different.
they no, they definitely are. The eras are different. The sounds were different. The clothes were different.
And she reminds us every time she graces a pod with us to, we don't always pay homage to the kings and queens of that
Okay.
genre and of the
That's
decade.
good. She was just trying to keep it
Absolutely.
alive,
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
all.
That's it. That's it. That's all. That's
Mhm.
all. That's all she's doing.
Well,
Plus, she always
let you remind y'all where y'all came from, how
exactly,
y'all got here.
Exactly.
exactly. So you said that you okay. So creative writing, I hear you. Much respect. Much respect to that. Um, so you've always had a talent for it, but was there like a like a specific like book or class or something that just sparked that in you?
Yes. Was it mine? I don't even remember what year it was, child, but I did. I had a creative writing class, and I just always looked forward. I think that was the only class I looked forward to attending because I was ready. Whatever assignment we had, whatever we had to turn in and do, I did it. I think I probably even asked for extra credit most of the
Mm,
time, and because in that class, we were allowed to like express ourselves how we see fit. You know what I mean? It was like, don't be afraid of who you are because you're gonna grow into who you need to be. You're gonna develop, you know what I mean? Like this is not the end of the stage of your development, you know what I
mm,
mean? Like, so it was like, I believe his name was Mr. Van Zandt. I don't even know if he's still alive, but Mr. Van Zandt, I never forget you. He always was, because I remember one of our assignments was, what was it? It was, I forgot exactly what the concept was, but I know I wrote my essay on Tupac, Dear Mama. And
songs by him. Yeah.
what's that?
That's one of my favorite songs by Tupac.
And yeah, I love it. And he pulled me to the side and was like, I want to thank you for writing that and bringing that to my attention, because he was talking about, the stigma that rappers, what I'm saying, their role as rappers, how they're perceived by other
Mm,
people. So he was able to, look at something deeper, you know what I mean? And he it was like he felt a connection, and I just remember him saying, he was like A+. He was like, you don't even have to do nothing else for the rest of the. He was like A+, you hands down. He was like, I loved it, So it was, and he was a white guy. I want to point that out. He was a white guy. So yeah,
Interesting.
so
No, that's like getting an
okay.
Oscar at that point for a
like it
turn
doesn't,
baseball to
I
get that
like
type
it
of
doesn't
accolade on
it
a
doesn't surprise me all that much. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, of
like
course it doesn't to us.
I had a Tai Chi teacher who was a white dude who loved Wu-Tang Clan. You know,
Mm,
so when I found that out, I was like, you know what? Given his knowledge and spiritual practice, part of me is kind of like I'm like, no, I get it. Plus, a lot of hip hop is brought up by white kids. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but to get the to get an older person that already understands, it's like that's the thing that's surprising.
Mm.
You know?
Mhm. I wouldn't be
Yeah. So
surprised
big
if
ups
he
to
went
him.
home and was like,
Yeah, no, he put on some.
I
Oh, he definitely put on some
understand
Tupac.
sign language,
He definitely put on some Tupac when
right?
he got home. He definitely put on some
He
Tupac
was,
when he got home.
he was
On
in
that
his
track.
car with that paper out the window, like West Side where we ride tonight.
okay.
Ain't nothing but a gangster bug.
Hey.
Or no. Or like, no, you know what? Brenda's got a baby.
I think I was
Yeah.
going to write about it was between that and Dear Mama. And I'm like, you know what? Let me keep it clean a little bit, Let me not ruffle any feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Yeah. No, I know. I hear you. So when you decided that music was what you were going to do, like what did that feel like when you really just started writing rhymes to music? Did it happen when you first heard a beat, or do you usually come with something already before before you lay something down?
yeah, I'm new and upcoming. Like this is just I've only done this for like a little over a year.
Okay.
So the first time was my son, he was doing
Mhm.
music and rapping. And he came to me and he was like, Ma, listen to this and this and the other. And he was like, I want to put my family on first, and he was like, I want you to write it. I want you to write on my song. I want you to write a verse. And I'm like,
Oh,
if you don't get out my
man.
face, I'm like, stop playing with me. And he was like, no, I'm for real. I want you to, I want to put my family on and I want to see what you got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fine, and I listened to the song again and I just started writing. I came up with a verse, let him hear it, and he was like, that's tight. He was like, you guys scared. I was
Oh,
like, where you think you got from? Nah. He was,
that is dope.
and I just started writing again and writing again and writing again and writing again. But I had to like get used to how silly I kind of felt when I first did it, because it was like, no. I just went with what I knew, so that's what I'm continuing to do.
You said
I
you don't
love it.
have a backstory. That was a good. That's a good. Like you came in here and said, no, I don't have much of a backstory when it comes to my name or that. That's a heck of a backstory right there. Your son inspired
He
you
did. He did.
Big ups, big ups.
Hey, go into our comment section real quick. We got Miss Nunu saying, music is universal, and those who have an open mind enjoy the poetry and lyricist side of performers. And
Facts.
she goes on to say, you're amazing when the young people give you the stamp of approval. Like, because we live in that new age society where old is
Thank
lame and, young, hot, and fresh is what it is now. So to still, give honor to the forefront and, being that you got a son, somebody to come to you and be like, look, moms, in order to make this record hot, I'm going to need you to come on and bless it. Give
Right?
me a duo little track.
Yeah, to my surprise, I actually
Uh-oh.
yeah, I liked it, and I've been.
Okay. Bro, you still there?
Oh, right.
Can y'all hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I was just
Okay.
making sure that I was just making sure that my side wasn't frozen.
No, can y'all hear me?
I'll make it no better because yeah,
Yeah, I
love
can hear you.
we because
Okay,
he talking
no,
about
I think
bro,
it was
and I'm sitting up
mine
here
because I got
smiling,
a
looking like
message that said, oops, connection, something about a connection. I'm like, oh Lord, Spectrum, don't
Uh,
do me, don't do me.
oh, I just wanted to check because first you started first and then Steady got silent. So I was like, did he? So I'm sorry.
Wait,
my bad. That was gonna be you. I have to maintain my composure because my facial expressions get me in trouble when we live stream.
I get you. It's just that you didn't move now 1 inch. So I just wanted to make
Now what?
sure.
he was
You
playing
know,
into it.
but
Give it to him himself for a minute.
I'm sorry, but would you mind repeating that statement again? Because you kind of got cut in the middle. So.
I was just saying how I know, and I was there, and I've been, and I tell people when they ask me, because I'm a little older than y'all. Okay, I'm a little older than y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And people be like, they're like, come on now, what you doing with these younger people? So I just tell them, hey, I'm just following my path. That's it. That's all. Okay, I'm being obedient. Okay, my steps are being directed. Okay, and I'm just moving forward. So get mad with yourself. Okay.
Man,
You heard that?
man, look, I've seen people start this journey a little a little older than what people what people expect. Heck, there's a group in the UK that are rapping and they're in their, I can't even tell, like 80s or something,
Not
right?
80s.
For real.
Yeah,
Well, they
nah,
look
they
young.
doing and they got so good.
For real. No.
They got a from T-Pain, yo. That was incredible.
But they, yeah, exactly. Their names are Pete and Bass, right? And at first, when they first came out and their first song went viral, some people thought because they were older that it was just a gimmick, right? And that was it, just just a gimmick. But nah, they were like they looked like they were coming out of a gangster film, right? But they had bars, and they said, "Yeah, we get help from our from our grandkids. They up on the slang and stuff like that." But then they had bars, they had flow, and they got like 3 albums out right now. So I don't care what.
Look, don't tell me now too.
For real, okay? They were doing straight up they were doing straight up UK drill, and I'm like, look them up. You will not believe it when you do, but I became a fan almost immediately. Age to me does not matter. If you still got something to say, if you still got something to say, then say it, because there's older, because there are some OGs that are still putting out music, and it doesn't get played as much because they know that they're not of the age demographic, but they still have something to say.
And they're the trailblazers. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
And shout out to Huddy World. He's in the building showing love, man. We see you. He
Yep.
said he loves those 2 old dudes, man. So
they're dope.
People actually recognize. I know y'all looking at this live like, what the hell are they talking about? Y'all gotta be. You're not in the now of understanding. It's 2 incredibly old guys from the UK. They artists. You know what I'm saying? They dropped a couple freestyles on TikTok, and they finally got some momentum behind them. And then
they
they
got
was
4
able to
projects out right now. So,
and they dope. Like, they actually got some dope rhymes, yo, for real though. So we're gonna turn it up a little night. I gotta know who is her. Kyle, I'm feeling like I gotta know, like, if she was given the opportunity to write that one love song or that one R&B hit song, who would the artist be and why?
Dead or alive. Dead or alive.
Ooh, dead or alive. I like it.
Just one. Can I collab?
Okay, all right.
Can I
Let's set
collab?
the scene. Let's set the scene. You in the studio. You got a chance to be in the studio with producer, instrumentalist, singer, whomever. Put this whole thing together. Who would it be? It's gonna be fun.
Cause just as a disclaimer, cause my auntie, I love you, honey. But we gonna talk about some other things, okay? Mary J, definitely, okay. Mama, mother, okay. I'm all hail to the queen, okay.
Yeah.
But I think I could probably flow naturally with Jasmine Sullivan.
Nice.
Did not see it, and that's why you're a silencer. Did not see that one coming.
Did not see that coming.
Yes, I would love to. People.
I love it. I'm mind blown at that one. I was waiting on her to be part of the Beehive and go Beyonce, and she went straight for the jugular and said, Jasmine Sullivan, the GOAT.
Jasmine. Yeah, okay, so we got Jasmine Sullivan. We got Mary J. Blige. All right.
Yep. And then new, you know what I'm saying? If I could just be like, you know what, we need one more.
Hit him with somebody new.
Money Long.
Word? Okay.
Yes. There's not a song that she's written that I've been like, I feel like, what is she talking about? Like every single song, I'm feeling it. Why are you laughing, DJ Steve? Why are you laughing? I'm feeling it.
I'm just saying, you hitting some people that in my mind, I'm like,
you
these
can
are
see
singers.
it, right? You
These
can
ain't
see
just
it. You can
singers.
see it coming in.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Like you in your bag with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all. Make 2020.
I say go for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Go for it.
Ready.
No, she's ready.
Yep.
So you're in this you know with these goats and you're doing your thing, right? So this would be like a love song, like, are we talking a love letter to someone specific, or
how about a love letter to ourselves?
see, I was gonna ask that.
Damn. That should just be an album. That should be. Can we go ahead and you need to go on pen right trademark that one?
Love letter
should
to
not be using that
ourselves.
word like should be the album. Mary J, Jasmine Sullivan, you know what I'm saying? Silencer and Money Long. That'd be a hell of an album.
Okay, y'all coming to see us.
Go for it. Yes, I would see it live. I would see that live. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we need more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Can you picture us on stage one by one and together? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody comes out at their parts.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Look, of course we gonna need auntie. We need your style, girl. Have your stylist right there.
Mm-hmm.
On stage. Okay.
We're gonna need crowd control for that, because once them sisters and everybody start hitting them high vocals, and you gonna be like, you try to outstage me. I'm telling you, you're gonna need somebody to. Yeah, so I'm glad we didn't put the divas in there like Beyonce and Mariah Carey.
They gonna be on. They gonna be on stage, and how about I'm gonna be in the crowd, working the crowd.
There you go. At that point, see, you know how to pick your battles in that situation.
Do y'all thing.
Battles are not what you want.
Enjoying myself. Hey.
Enjoying exactly. Enjoying yourself. So, speaking of concerts, since this will be you one day, who is someone that you've seen perform or would like to see perform?
You know what? I haven't been to a concert in a minute. Wait a minute, who's coming? Somebody is on the way. Is it Mary J?
She too tired. I'm like Troy. What he made? Y'all got auntie out there too much. That divorce done hurt her. She ain't stopped yet, kicking them legs yet.
If I want to get like, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I don't think I've seen. Dang, was he just here? I was about to say Usher. Was he just here in St. Louis, or was it Chris? I don't know. One of them. But I would like to see somebody that would, keep the audience engaged. Because let me tell y'all, the most hypest concert that I remember going to that kept me on my feet, and I had on heels, okay, and didn't come up out of them, was R. Kelly. I ain't even.
Oh.
I say he put on the
I believe you put on a show. Yep.
Well, she said it here live, ladies and gentlemen, on Live with DJ Steady and Company. She said Mr. Kells had to be one of the best concerts she ever been to. I love it.
I mean, I did not sit down, okay, and I had good seats.
Nice.
He did his thing, hey, he didn't get that title for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Right, but we don't want to lose y'all because we talking about Mr. 12 play himself, Mr. R. Kelly. Y'all ain't gonna sit there and discredit my life for that. Don't do exactly. Don't do
No,
like that.
no, that's not what we're here for right now.
I know y'all love him. Okay. Yeah, and I bet you he was on half of y'all radios on Valentine's Day.
That, yeah. Well, I can honestly say,
Come on now. There's not one R&B playlist, no matter what subgenre of R&B, that you're not gonna throw some Kelly.
The funny thing is, like we just talk about most of the hits that he sung, but he's wrote a lot of stuff for other artists.
I said that.
And when you find out how many and who he worked with, it's
like paid everybody.
Yeah. Oof, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we can move on, but don't do our.
But we'll give you that because you said it was the best concert you've been to. That makes sense. That makes sense to me because his brother's still talented.
I feel like right now under him would definitely have to be Usher secondly, and probably Chris Brown third. Like no disrespect to any other artists that's putting in that hard work, but as far as like really putting on that show, capturing all those essences, you know what I'm saying? That give you goosebumps feeling like really performing and put their heart and soul into it. When it comes to those three, like Kells, Usher, and Chris Brown, I feel like you guaranteed to have a moment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about. I know everybody want to contest and be like, "Well, you ain't seen a Tank or a Jaheim or something like that." They all good and they respectable places, but I'm just talking about that unforgettable, just leave you wanting more, like a good book type of concert.
Yeah, so where you like, dang, the show over?
Well, like we already did like 3 encores.
Right. Do another one.
That must be what Mary J. Blige out there feeling right now, because she be out there still connecting to these.
Okay,
She connecting
still.
with
Oh,
all
I
her
wish I
fellow
could do a
queens out
dance, child. I wish I could.
Mm,
there. Please don't hurt yourself.
eh,
We do not have insurance on this pod.
Okay. See, call me,
uh,
girl. It's your stylist.
What you feeling, Kai? You want to throw another
yeah,
question, or what we really dive into? What we doing on Artistry Tuesday?
man,
What
I
we doing?
think we got a track. I'm ready to hear some sounds.
You know I got a track. You know I got a nice little track
Come
to
on,
load up. But if
I'm
you want
ready
to
to hear
answer
some
a question
tunes,
before
bro.
we get to it, I'm all for it.
Honestly, like where's the track about to take us is the question, you know?
You know, it's only for her to tell us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to drop this track by the incredible silent assassin,
No,
lyrical
no, it
assassin.
is.
Let me correct my statement. You know, Silencer, here on Live with DJ Steady, aka Who They Want podcast.
He went into the archives. We can't
To
hear
hate
it.
on me is to me. I see you trying to discredit me and throw shade my way. I appreciate it though. Pushes me to be unstoppable. Okay.
Welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me. I guess you wanted.
I am.
Well, I heard about you, seen you, and I think you'll make a very good asset to our team.
Okay.
I'm multifaceted. That is the top pick. Went to the hunt, number one in the front. I'm so magnificent. The beast inside is open her eyes. The time is around, no mind. Ooh, I have arisen. Can't see all the tension and all the strain. Your eyesight diminished, no visual game. My heart is the purest of my twin flame. Ain't gotta claim who's the realest. Runs deep through my veins, I can feel it. Should be my nickname cause she fearless. I stood up and made a change. Broke free from the shackles and chains. Got the advantage, they missed their aim. Dang, I'm unrestrained. Trust and believe is. Yeah, don't try to deceive me, get my voicemail. Way out of your league, flee. I'ma always stay humble and free. That's what actually keep them intrigued. Have them thinking that I am their dream. Something they haven't even seen. Cause I'm true quality. I see the stupidity. Ain't one of your mini me's. More like you, my friend, to me. Don't matter if we were kin. You can't play me like Barbie. You ain't got it. Sorry, just don't think me. Cause walking on the breeze. Leave them all in disbelief. Have them spinning around on their knees. Full circle 360 degrees. Fake love ain't what is. Don't know why they try to pretend. Trying to hug in. It's amusing to me to see. They keep trying to sabotage me. Trying not to be seen low key. See through your disguise. But making my right you do is throw off the vibe. Open your mouth to criticize. No mas. I'ma always stay camouflage. On a whole nother frequency. Need 3 wishes to get to me. But you're welcome to follow my lead. It ain't wise to go against me. Let go of the jealousy. Just remember who planted the seed. Pay attention and quit trying me. Ooh-wee. Mad about it.
You dig?
Yeah,
Okay,
buddy.
so you come with the club joint right out the gate, huh? Okay,
I
okay,
did.
I feel you. So what inspired
Yeah.
that one?
It was basically an ode to myself to, realize, with all the naysayers, all the non-believers, everybody, what I'm saying, who doubted, try to keep me down. I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm whatever you try to throw, all the dirt on my name, I climbed out, you know what I mean? And hey, I'm reborn. You waking the beast at this point, you know what I'm saying? I got something to say. So it's just pretty much, you go, it's people get tested. We all get tested, in all facets of life, even our own trials and tribulations, and it's all about enduring. It's all about getting through it, you know what I'm saying, overcoming it, growing from it, you know what I'm saying, becoming better and not bitter. So it was just like, okay, I'm here now.
Becoming
I'm here
better
now.
and not
Mm-hmm.
bitter. Love that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, you gotta think about it. You know, when you already got so many females already out there, in the game before you, and some coming up right along with you, like you said, you are rising into this game. And I see you just have love for the art. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you one of them chicks that, we can say, hey, we need somebody to be on this track, and we can send it to you, and you gonna come back and you gonna turn up on that
It
track. And it's gonna be a dope track.
is.
I feel like you show that type of love and passion to the
Yeah,
art.
it's all about, to me, it's all about, well, first and foremost, I'm always going to try to stay true to who I am and be authentic,
Mhm.
and try to relate with what I'm feeling. So in order for me to do that, I'm saying, I have to be real with myself, and realize that, first and foremost, my passion is self-love and self-awareness, because
Mhm.
that's the only way I'm going to be able to grow. You know what I mean? And I can't help inspire, motivate other people if I can't even do it for myself. So yeah, I'm that's why I'm here. That's why I've been led on this path. Smooches.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to me. Nice. So, as far as creating that, as far as creating that song, like, did were you were you were you there when they made the track, or did you have an idea already? Like,
What you mean they? Who made the track?
well, who I don't know who made that, I don't know who made the track. Do you make your own beats?
My producer, Kevy Tracks. I went to him, and told him the concept and everything.
Mhm.
And hey, we put it together. And that's like when we first met, like that song right there, Trying Me,
Yep.
was me coming out as an artist, like
Mhm.
recording a real song in a real studio, not a song on my phone, and putting a video behind it.
Mhm.
So it was just like a statement, like, I'm here too.
Yeah, that was
Here
no,
I
As you
am.
should.
that is a statement track,
But
and I love the flow.
thank you. But yeah, my
Indeed. It's
producer,
different.
Kevin.
'Cause it gave that old school, Diamond and Princess from Crime Mob
A
type
little
of
bit.
little vibe to it, you
You.
know what I'm saying? But right, did I do it? I said it here. You did? And I just felt like you was in your element. You was just letting everybody know, like, I got something to say. This ain't about comparing me to this one, that one,
Exactly.
and that one. You can only be you, and I love that.
Exactly. Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep, no
Yep,
doubt.
it's all about just having fun with it. I like, because I have a sense of humor.
Yep.
Okay. So I love to laugh. Okay. So I will, on purpose, try to put some type of humor into the lyrics somewhere, make you think like, what? Like, nah, she crazy. Like,
Mhm.
just because it's fun. I want to keep the fun in it going.
Yeah.
It makes things exciting.
Yeah. You're supposed to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, it's not worth doing. You know,
True, true.
like we do this because we love doing it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Could we do what you do? Let's put it this way: I'm rusty, beyond rusty, so I can do that. But hey, talking to people like you, felt in like a fellow creative, and just seeing where your mind, seeing what your mind is, no matter what your artistry is. That's the point. Like, talking, like talking to people, getting to know them, and getting to know their art. That's the beauty of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Track.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all go listen to it. It's streaming everywhere. They pulled it up on YouTube. So y'all want to see that video? It's on YouTube. I can't remember how many views it's gotten or whatever, but check it out. It's fun.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. It's all about having fun, being creative. No matter what ages, I feel like that's the theme of this one. Is not putting an age stamp and be like, "Oh, you too old to be out there trying to make a hit record," or "You too old to just be, feeling the way you feel about life." Like I feel like just caught up in the moment of just in love, being in love with love for the art, love for the things we do, love for family and friends and so forth. Is a different type of love as opposed to I gotta love it because they telling me I gotta love it.
Yep. Because then it won't feel organic.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So what's next for Miss Silence? So what's next? What's on your radar? Who's in your scope? What we doing? We got some projects, some
We
tours,
do.
features.
Yeah, I know I gotta tell y'all, I gotta promote my new business. I'm expanding my brand. It's called The Cat, which stands for Don't Kiss and Tell.
Okay.
And we're an innovative company that specializes in creating customized branding anthems, using the influence of the hip hop culture. So we're dedicated to amplifying businesses and brands, um, eager to enhance their engagement and their visibility through tailored music that will, resonate with their brand identity and their audience or their customer,
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, because if think about this, the hip hop culture is inclusive everywhere, from food, entertainment,
Clothes.
automobiles, politics,
Yeah.
everything, right?
Everything.
And the majority of the advertising companies only use songs from well-known artists. So you're listening to you're listening to songs that you've already heard, that may even be in your playlist because it's one of your favorite songs. But they're missing the connection, the real connection, that resonates with their voice, with their brand and their customers. So yeah, we specialize in tailoring the music, so that it's authentic, original, and relatable, so that when your customers or your audience hear it, see it, they automatically resonate with your brand. They automatically know what services you provide, and you're setting the stage, what I'm saying, for growth, influence, even profitability. So yeah, we trying to we trying to break the mold.
All right.
I
Giving
love
everybody a
that.
shot.
Big ups for you
Mm-hmm.
for like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that's rare, especially these days, because everybody want to one up everybody these days. Nobody wants to, build that community and franchise it off and say, you know what, I started here and look at me now. I'm global on a whole new scale of creativity and being passionate about it. I feel like we get lost in the sauce of that old cliche of still trying to be like Mike, that you so goal driven to be like that one person that you forget that you have your own abilities to branch off and do something astronomical as you guys are doing. And it's definitely something that I wouldn't kiss and tell about.
I see what you did there. Mm-hmm.
It's after I came up with it, other ideas and play on words and things came about. And because okay, so I'm like, I can't really, I mean I could, but if I really wanted real traction, I don't think I could use Silencer, go up to businesses and be like, yeah, why don't you partner up with Silencer? They gonna automatically think like, oh my gosh, does she have a weapon? So it was just, one of the things to kind of be more politically correct in that fashion. And then also, the cat, if you want to symbolize it, what I'm saying, the cat has 9 lives. Okay. So we fall, but we get back up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We ain't going nowhere. No. Plus, everybody loves the cat. Okay.
Stop it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I make
Take it
y'all
away.
laugh
I
on
ain't
that
got
one?
nothing to say.
But I
All right,
am
all right. I guess Cat has
I'm,
what? You what?
currently trying to develop the website and get the website up and going. The goal is to have it up and ready in spring. So that's right around the corner, So I'm
Right.
really trying to work and work and work. But it's a lot of work that goes into it. Okay. Um so yeah, I have that, expanding my brand, trying to build my business. And I do have other shows that I will be on. More interviews coming up real soon. And I'm gonna be performing coming up real soon here too in March. Preparing to go on tour. So look out for that. I'm excited, because it's all about, stepping outside of St. Louis, branching out,
Mm-hmm.
getting exposure when you can. Um, and what else? That's pretty much it. Everything else is kind of like when time is on my side, then I can,
Mm-hmm.
kind of dive into it because I do want to get into merchandising. So
Right.
we gonna see, where that path leads. Okay, but we gonna take baby steps.
You got this.
I'm a little bit more patient, you know,
Yeah.
in these days time, So I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm really just trying to enjoy and, stay focused as much as I can and, put in the hard work and do what I need to
Mm-hmm.
do. And y'all need to spread the word for the cat. You can email me right now at Sylencir at Yahoo. That's SYLENCIR at Yahoo. Or you can call me at 314-932-0212 and we can set up a consultation. I'll be happy to go over, what I'm saying, what your expectations are. If you're wanting to promote something or you want a product of yours to stand out, I get you. We gonna work together on it. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? To make your business be heard. Okay. So let me
Well,
know.
All right.
yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind. I might have to reach out to you before
Yeah.
the cat gets my tone and I forget to do what I do. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we want to
Do
thank
what you
you.
got. Okay.
We want to thank you for coming on this podcast, taking time out of your busy schedule, slow creeping up on these folks in the world, both business wise and musically. You're phenomenal. You're incredible.
Thank
I hope you have
you.
great success, Ron. You deserve every opportunity as well as the greats get to make your name be known in this world. Go plant yourself out there,
Thank
girl. Let them know. Like you said, you got them 9 lives. I don't need you to lose all 9 of them to keep fighting the good fight and being who you
you.
are. I
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
You are definitely who they want of this Artistry Tuesday.
Thank you. Appreciate
Mm-hmm.
it.
Oh man. We're definitely gonna have to. We might have to have you back as you know as you keep growing and creating. You know, you got anything new? Send it our way. You know,
Okay.
make sure it gets out there.
Okay. Of course. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Ooh,
What you
they
forgot to
gonna
tell
kill
us?
me, child. They gonna kill me. I got something special. I got something cooking. I like I said, time has not been on my side, and I just have not yet gotten around to it. But y'all, I'll be on the lookout for something special about to pop up here real
All
shortly.
right,
Okay.
all right. Looking forward to it. Now you got me excited. Okay.
As you should.
I love. I like her marketing approach,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying. I am trying. Okay, because that's all I got right now is word of
Mhm.
mouth.
I dig
Oh,
it. I
y'all
dig it,
spread
man.
the word. Tell your people, call my people.
Indeed.
Indeed, we will. Indeed, we will. Because that's what we do here. You know, I'm working on some name branding issues of my own. So you might
Mm.
be like, yeah, I know the show is still Who They Want podcast. For those that know, I still do everything that they don't do. But right now, I had to take a temporary approach. You know, this is that moment in my career where Prince had to go by the artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm going through that phase of my career right now where I'm trying to reinvent and bring the Who They Want brand back with a new appeal because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna support you. We're gonna hold you down.
It's a
Like I
reason
say,
for
much love.
everything. So
Amen. I received that. You know, I'm working on it. So,
Yep.
mhm.
but Kyle, I'm gonna let
Yep.
you go because me and Kyle got to get back to this top 10 list that we was working on earlier. And I feel like we got to
Okay.
finish it off. I don't want to leave these people on a half ass. How he gonna give us like 6 and then disappear on something? Trying to beat time, but I wanted to give you your flowers and your proper respect because
Thank
that's
you.
what
I
I
appreciate
Yep.
y'all. And y'all
absolutely.
enjoy the balance of y'all day and blessings and peace to y'all. Blessings and
Definitely.
abundance.
Same to you.
All right, same. Love the affirmations, guy. We're getting affirmations live on DJ
Come
State
on.
and
Spread that
Company.
positive
I
energy. We
dig
need more of that.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So,
All
Kyle,
right,
where we
y'all.
left off?
Smooches.
All right.
Smooches, my love. Where we
Mm,
left off,
I
Kyle,
think
on
we
our
left
list
off on number
because we picked
six.
off. I
Number
think
six?
we was like number 8. I remember the last thing I did was Hawthorne James as Big Red is where I left off.
Hawthorne James is Big Red. I think I left off. Did I leave off at the? I left off at the. Was it the Wicked Witch?
You said Wicked Witch, and I said Big Red. So it's your
Okay.
turn again after
Okay.
Big Red.
And yeah, somebody I know I definitely would not be able to trust. Now, I've named people that you know were pretty much already like they were bad guys, like like period. They were not. But if I were to like, it's somebody I just would not trust no matter like no matter what. It would probably be now originally until the end of the movies, I did not trust Severus Snape, the dude that played like Severus Snape. It I didn't
I like how you took a
I
different
did not
approach.
see.
I love it.
I did not trust him. Like the entire of the films and a little bit of the books. I did not trust his character until I learned his real motivations. But right out the gate, I ain't trust the guy. You know.
I feel like that's a fair ad. That's a fair number 7 role.
Now,
I mean number 8
yeah,
role.
keep in mind we are going by the roles that they played. We're pretty sure that they're good people.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace.
Right, but I don't know. But my number 7 pick, I don't know about this guy because this guy here, no matter what role he got, he was just cricket for no reason. I got Mr. Coming at number 7, I got Samuel Monroe Jr. And if you don't know, he played Junior in the Players Club.
Now, you've mentioned the Players Club a few times. You have
Ah,
mentioned the Players Club a few
God,
times.
what you
No,
trying
no,
to
no, no,
say?
no. I know that's like one of your favorite films. That's all I'm saying. You know, I've never actually seen
Right.
it. I've only heard the music. I've never seen the movie.
It'll change your life, I'm trying
Mm.
to
Mm.
tell you. But nah, Junior definitely was a crooked guy. And if you don't know, if you know Set It Off, he played the AP guy at like the earlier parts of the movie that had Stoney's brother getting
Yep.
killed. He was the guy that robbed the bank that Vivica Fox
Oh.
character she worked
Mm.
at. Right. And then if you ever seen Menace to Society, I think he's the guy that came back and
Cool.
killed Kane at the end of the movie.
I haven't seen that in years.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like whatever you throw out, like this guy just been crooked every film.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Next for me, man. Okay. Now, honestly, like honestly, I didn't trust the Beast from Beauty and the Beast originally. I did not. I I love the film, but I did not. But I did not trust. I did not trust the Beast at first until I realized that dude was just hurting, right? But if you take a her father prisoner, right? Of course, I know not to trust Gaston. That's obvious. But at first, I did not. But I did not trust. I did not trust the Beast going in. You know, like dude was scary.
Man, while we're on that subject, me and Miss Nunu was having a conversation about Disney films earlier, and that'll be a segue to another episode one day. But we was just talking about, yeah, like imagine at the end of that movie, right? After the beast transforms into a human and realizes that the true love was Belle. But imagine Belle looking at him and being like, I liked you better
Now,
as the
see,
beast.
I have seen skits where there's one skit in particular where the Beast just transformed back into the prince, and she's so disappointed. It's like, why, right? And then she says something, and then he's like, but it's me, you lifted the curse. And then she's like, oh man, I wanted it. Now let's put it this way. In this skit and probably a bunch of other skits, you find out Belle's got a freaky side, you know.
She in the bestiality.
She
I'm gonna
wants
say
some of
it
that
exactly.
beast, you know what I'm saying? And she yells out, the creator that made the skit yells out as she's dressed up in the classic yellow dress. She's like, I wanted to be dominated.
I love it, man. So we're gonna go to number 6 and wrap this up and get out of here. But my number 6, I got Blair Underwood, and his role was Carlos in Medea's family. I just couldn't trust him. I feel like every movie after Set It Off, he played nothing but woman beaters in it. I feel like Blair Underwood's low
Yeah,
key a
no.
woman beater.
Just no. I know who you're talking about, and no, I wouldn't trust him either.
Right?
I wouldn't trust him either. Because I get it, you're into your character, but it looked too realistic for it.
My point.
It looked way too realistic. Same and also, how we're talking about actors who played characters you would not trust. If you're familiar with Game of Thrones, this might be a throwaway obvious, okay? But the woman who played Cersei on
Okay.
Game of Thrones, right? The one that started so much drama, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just feel like she's just conniving
in
in
real
real life.
life, no. In real life, she may be, she might be a sweetheart. But during the height of Game of Thrones popularity, I heard that people were so angry about what she was doing on screen that they did not like her at all. She would get yelled at. She would get you couldn't separate the character from the real person. And that says a lot about
Wow.
the actor, because she was so convincing in that role that they couldn't see her as a real person. they thought she was like her character. You know?
Man. Yeah, those the ones that have that love for serious acting. There was somebody on a segue real quick was talking about that time they had an opportunity to meet Jim Carrey, but he was so into a character from a movie that he was on set doing that he kind of responded as the character. He was like,
Oh,
"Did I just meet Jim Carrey?" And he was like, "Yeah," but he was they such a I can't think of
method
the
acting.
word that they use. Method acting. There you go, bro. Thanks for the
Yep.
catch right there. And it's just be like some of them actors do like, and I think that's what it is for me, is they're so good at method acting as this particular character based on these movies that I'd be like, you know what? I don't know if I was to go to like those Comic Cons or see them in a gas station or something, like I don't know if I really want to go up and shake their hand. And you like, they might do something
I
crooked, but you have
mean,
to contemplate it.
like it, I've gotten a chance to meet some of my favorite, like my voice acting heroes, and they are cool people. You know, they are cool people. Some will like some the companies they work with will charge you an arm and a leg just to get an autograph, but they are and others won't charge you a cent. They will just want you to go become to their panel afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. Have I met any like mainstream celebrity? I don't think so. But I think Jim Carrey would be on my list, you know?
Absolutely, without a doubt. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So let's get down to the bottom top five so we can get out of here. Top five, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna kick this thing off with Richard T. Jones. You love him, you hate him. I'm mixed feelings. His role was Mike, and he played in Why Did I Get Married?
Mike, the dude,
Mike from Why Did I Get Married? He was married to Sheila, Jill Scott
man,
character. Left her to go up that mountain by herself.
yeah, but karma got him because that. Okay, I gotta know what made Tyler Perry write that character.
Cause Tyler Perry's just a genius with the pen,
Like,
and I don't know. He was trying to capture real world experiences of marriages from different
sure,
angles.
sure,
I feel like.
but realistically, if you're what like okay, say your wife says no, actually, it probably wouldn't work the same way. I don't know, but how are you gonna bring your friend on a family vacation, on a vacation with their friends? Like, how do you do that?
How do you sneak somebody extra in that they never met, never known? Like just randomly pick somebody and be like, "Oh, by the way, even though my wife's already here, I brought an extra
Yeah,
friend."
while your wife's got to buy 2 extra seats for herself because she's being discriminated against because of her size. Can you? No, no. I got a question. Did it really need? Did they really need a sequel for it? Did they really
Right.
need a sequel?
And
Did
then
they?
and then I think they're in talks on working on a third.
I mean, what's not getting a third, fourth, fifth, sixth movie?
Right? It's just going too far. It's going too far. I don't know how to feel about that. That one, I'm like you, though. That one didn't kind of need a sequel, but I guess they wanted to end things with what Tyler Perry do. He give you cliffhangers and scandals.
Hmm.
So yeah,
You know what? Okay, so the it this is kind of this is kind of hard for me because while I may not know a lot of actors' names except for like the really some really well known ones, there are some times where I'm like, yo, y'all, I can't see. Remember, I was just talking about separating the actor from the character they play, right?
right.
Okay, Jared Leto should not have played the Joker, but
Everybody's giving him the
he
worst Joker
he
of the
played Trap
century title, and I
he played Trap
appreciate
House
that.
Joker. I did not care for Trap House Joker. I don't know if I can trust him
Ah,
again after that.
ah, ah,
He,
ah.
he played Trap Joker, man. I don't think I can trust him after that, to be honest.
Yeah, like he did his right. He was a little too
Not even
gangster in
no no
that
no no no
one,
no.
and it's
No, no. That right there was just like it was just weird for the sake of it. I get that he was supposed to be the Joker and they wanted to try something different. But bro, come on.
want to talk about irony. He that particular Joker is tattooed on my arm.
Wait, the Jared
Jared
Leto
Leto,
Joker is tattooed on your arm?
ladies and gentlemen, if I can give it camera view, I don't know. Right, it's like okay, I have to take a better picture and send. But yeah, it's technically on my arm.
Okay, I gotta ask you, why?
Okay, at the time, it was my birthday. This was my 32nd birthday, and this was me and my best friend going to tattoos with the whole matching tattoo thing, and this is what we collaboratively came up with. We just picked it, and it was dope.
Oh,
It was the Joker, and I mean, it was the Joker and Harley Quinn. You know, surprisingly, after you realize it has all his tattoos across his forehead and everything, but it's like in a
uh-huh.
skeleton form, but it's still his.
Wow. Okay, was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. But yeah, I'm choosing Jared Leto as what he did for the Joker, even though the Joker's already supposed to be a bad guy. You know?
Indeed. So I got number 4, so we can get ready to go again. Like I said, I got John Voight when he played Paul Cerrone in Anaconda.
Ah.
Like, do not trust a guy in the Amazon that's out there hunting
J-
large snakes.
no, definitely not. Like I'm not afraid of snakes, but if I see one that big, I'm running the other way. I'm
I don't even want it to even get a scent of me being aware
no,
that it's out there. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Because I'm starting to realize I don't know if these be AI photos or whatever, but I'm starting to see them like actually get to that
Oh
size.
yeah, there are some snakes that are huge, bro. Huge. Like if they
Yo, and
stood
I
up,
think
they'd
just
be like over
recently,
six,
yeah,
7 feet. You know?
Ice Cube was talking about it on a podcast, and he was talking about during the filming of that movie, it was an animatronic snake, and some kind of way, like it malfunctioned on set, and that's how, like, some kind of way Jennifer Lopez got like a little piece of the tail, like she actually got
Oh,
injured, you know, not seriously injured, but like it clipped her. And so it's just thinking about those type of things, and I know they're talking about, I think, rebooting the
hmm.
franchise now.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's my number 4.
Yeah. Who would I not trust based on something that they did? Part of me wants to say the cast of Fast and Furious. Uh
That's a
part of me wants to say like most of the cast of Fast and Furious, I don't trust them to not hurt themselves. Like I don't trust them
mm,
to not hurt themselves. They have become so cartoony that even they acknowledge it. Like, wait a minute, we're supposed to be dead. We've done this, we've done that, we've gone to space. That's not how magnets work. All that. Like, I don't trust the Fast and Furious franchise to not do something cartoony. You know?
I like that perspective. Right, absolutely not. Like for those guys now, you know, after 11 strong wheel movies and like from the fifth on, moving forward was like you watched it get out of
Yep.
control, you know, but still kind of keep that same, you know, DNA code of like family and, you know, the
Yeah.
love for the thrill of fast cars and beautiful women. So that was number 4. We are number 3. Da, da, da. I mean, you said him as your number 10, so I got him as my number 3. Danny Glover as Mister from Color Purple.
See, I wasn't doing this in any particular order. That was the first one that popped in my head.
I get it though, cause and then you got to think for me and my generation of growing up, and that was considered a grown folks movie. But it's like ever since then, no matter what Danny Glover played in, I just picture him as just this angry, bitter black man. Like, cause even in Angels in the Outfield. He was just like this angry black man being a
Oh
baseball
yeah.
coach.
Speaking of family, Wordsmith is in the building right now. He's in the chat. Yo,
Wordsmith, yo, we got to get back to the lives, my guy. See what's going on in your world, man. It's been a minute. That's my brother,
man, it's
ladies
been a
and
minute. I
gentlemen,
see he's
Mr.
been posting a
Wordsmith.
lot lately, though. You know,
Been going ham with the posting and social media, dropping all kind of content. I love to see it. That's what we do. We acknowledge and give those their flowers that they
yep,
deserve.
yep.
So go ahead and give them your number 3. 'Cause I know you about ready to wrap it up too.
Ah, man, you know, so I would definitely go with. All right, okay. This is gonna be a silly one, but you ever see Grandma's Boy? Yeah,
Yeah.
remember the dude that was playing? I forgot it. I forgot his name. I've seen him in a bunch of things, but he was the one that created the game that they were working on. Then he stole the main character's game concept. That guy. I don't. Yeah, like I would not trust him. Like you already know what he's gonna do. Over here acting like a robot, wants metal legs, don't respect anybody else in the office. I don't trust that guy.
Nah, not if they're gonna steal everything you worked hard on. Absolutely not. We do not
No,
trust those guys, man.
exactly.
I feel like Grandma's Boy is also one of those
I,
underrated films as far
yeah,
as
I think
comedy
so. I
goes.
think so too. They wanted to do an animated kind of sequel. You can find the pilot. It's really it's
Absolutely. Because I think one of the stars of the film, who wrote the film, um, his grandma went to go see it in
yeah.
theaters or something like that. It was like something he mentioned, and he was like, "Grandma's going to go see Grandma's Boy," and at the time, it was just a depiction of a grandma in a different perspective from his grandma. And I think, and he thought he was gonna get cussed out or
He,
going crazy. And it's like grandma actually surprisingly loved it.
I thought he said she walked out. 'Cause
Walked out. That's what it was.
she
Right.
walked out of the screening because she didn't know that it was that kind of movie. She thought that he made a movie about her. You know,
Right. That's what it was. I'm glad you
I've
corrected
seen
me,
that
brother. I
clip a couple
appreciate that.
times. So
But all right, we down to the bottom
mm,
two. Down to the bottom two. I'm gonna go ahead and make this short, sweet. Lawrence Fishburne, Ike Turner. What's love got to do with
oh
it? Come on now. I'm
oh
just saying. He's an incredible actor. He's great. He works great on screen with Angela Bassett, which he gave her flowers. And he was like, I felt like that's what it needed to push the movie was, us already having history with Boys in the Hood and then coming back for What's Love Got to
mm,
Do with it. And it was just like a natural flow. But he just portrayed Ike Turner so well that I feel like the real Ike Turner was like, damn, I didn't know I was that bad.
no. Mm. You know, have I ever seen that movie? I've heard like Ike Turner's name has been mentioned in so many songs and like in so much in negative light because of obviously because deserve it so, but I think that's why I didn't see it because I don't want to watch another. I don't want to watch a dude be abusive. I don't want to watch anybody be abusive to anybody. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you gotta hear that person out. You gotta communicate with your partner, not control them. You know?
Mm, great, ladies and gentlemen. So what's
Yeah.
your what's your number 2, bro? What's your number 2?
Ah, man. Yeah. Okay.
You running out of
So
movies? You running out of ideas?
I think part of me is because once you get winded down, it gets kind of difficult. You know, no, I don't know what her name is. Okay, I don't know what the actress's name is. There's two movies that come to mind, right?
Okay.
One is called Flowers in the Attic, and the other is Mommy Dearest.
Oh
And
wow.
in two movies, two different actresses depicting abusing their kids. One tries to poison them so she can marry this guy and literally traps her kids in an attic, right? And the other straps her kids to the bed when she thinks they're being bad. Like, and she's out here trying to be an actress or something. I don't know the whole, but those two, like watching those two movies. The first one I watched with my sister, and the other one I just happened to flip, just flipping through the channels, and I see something on. I'm like, why am I watching this? It was like a car wreck. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop looking. You know?
It grabs you like that. Ooh, that yeah, it takes a lot for a movie to do that, especially when you unfamiliar with, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of movies. Like there's a movie called Mother's Day, like it's a 2000s
Mm-hmm.
version that and when you immediately watch it, you don't know what you're watching, but it does have that kind of car wreck appeal to like the thriller mysteries of what was
Mm-hmm.
going on, and it kind of embodies like which is also related to the theme of like a movie that the people, you thought people that are your friends and you realize you can't trust nobody in that movie because everybody held all everybody's secrets and was, forced to use them against each other. So, yeah. But number one, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap it up, number one of the top 10 of actors and actresses that played in movies that you just can't trust. Mine goes to Lynn Whitfield. I'm sorry, Auntie Lynn. Lynn Whitfield, Brandy, in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I'm sorry.
That was a hard one for you, huh?
Because Auntie Lynn, she's an incredible actress. But again, she gets those type of heart wrenching roles that just makes me despise her.
Mm. Mm. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why, because I haven't even seen this film the whole way through. I've only seen clips. But Monique and Precious.
Ah! Good choice. I like that. That was a great number
And
one. I like that was that unexpected
I love
curveball, right?
Monique as a
Because she
person.
was so
I love
grimy in that
Monique as
movie.
as an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But and I love some other movies that she's been in. But yeah, if I didn't know who she was just based off of that role right there, I wouldn't want to see anything else. Like if that was
Auntie,
the
right.
first movie I had ever seen with her in it, I wouldn't want to see anything else. Shoot.
All right. Well, we know not to invite in to bring in three strikes after it. You would definitely not feel the same.
Nah, nope,
Exactly.
absolutely not.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finally able to give y'all our top 10. We gave you a dope interview with the incredible lyrical assassin Silencer representing St.
Yep.
Louis. We got most stuff coming down the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Stay looking forward to the A for Able release, the new season featuring me, of course, and my man Troy D on his own interview. Much
Yep.
love to
Next.
that man, Kyle E. You
Yep.
know what I'm
That's next
saying?
week.
I will be linking up with the Duchess real soon. We're gonna work out some more details to what we're doing with some branding
Yep.
stuff. Um, I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep loving that. Like I said, keep hitting that like and subscribe button. Right now, we're going to be under the moniker of Live with DJ Steady and Company, and that's what you can find on Spotify as well as the YouTube channel. We thank y'all for tuning in. See you guys on the next show.